I think it's interesting that you guys are talking about branding because, you know, it's a topic that people equate to the logo, and they equate to things like, you know, your images and stuff like that, but it's much deeper than that. It's what people expect of you based on their experience of everything that you're about, what people say. It's a totality of everything. It's not only the way you present yourself, it's the way people talk about you. And customer experience is a huge part of that. I'm trying to think of a real world brick and mortar business that makes sense for people, but let's just say you were an oil change joint, and, you know, a little shop that people drive through to get their oil changed. If people consistently know that they can go in there under 15 minutes, get their oil changed, you're not going to overcharge you for everything, and they start telling their friends about this, they quickly become the brand that you get your oil changed in 10 minutes or less, right? If you have a website that sells PLR content like Tina Golden does, Tina's brand has been built around the fact that she writes quality PLR, not just garbage, you know, spun crap. That's not something that goes up on the logo on her page. It's something that she is in the minds of the market, right? And so branding becomes a large overarching objective, not just something we do one time when we're setting up a website. That's where people kind of get screwed up. I mean, and we granted, we use the terms interchangeably. Like, oh, this is the branding. You know, it's more like the packaging of your website. It's not really the branding. The branding's something that has to happen in cooperation and in cohesion with the market. You don't get to control the brand as much as you get to introduce what you want people to think to be true, and then make sure that that happens and that it comes true, right? What am I missing here? Who you are, aka branding, is who everyone you've come into contact with thinks or says you are. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of saying that, Tina. Exactly. What you do consistently, and what people believe consistently that you will do. Three times cost oversight. Finally, a mobile mechanic came, see what it was, fixed the car, $300. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Hey, it's San. Hello, Petal. How are you, Petal? Is it evening? It's late night over there for you, right? It's, what is it, 11 o'clock, something like that, 10 or 11? So you're on your Saturday night.
That's pretty much what I've been saying for a long time about, you know, it's the whole package. How you treat people is just as important as what your logo looks like. And, you know, it's heartwarming to have Brian McLeod come in here and validate what I've been saying for years, because we all know that Brian knows what the hell he's talking about. So yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. I mean, there's so many ways to brand yourself, you know, from doing the social media bit and so on and so forth. But the bottom line is, what do people really think about you? So if you have a great brand on paper, or you have a great brand, you know, as you look at it visually, if you can't back it up with good customer service, with quality products, with stuff that people really want, then your brand actually isn't going to be as good looking as you think it is.
Lisa, so branding starts with caring about the customer and caring about putting out the best product service that you can. Yes, absolutely it does. But also about caring how you want your brand to be perceived. In other words, you know, customer experience isn't something you leave to the hands of the customer. It's something that you engineer. It's an outcome that you intend to have happen, and you keep working at until it's shaped the way you want it to be. You want your business process to flow like water as best it can. You want customers to find you easily, come in through your lead acquisition process easily, get excited about working with you or getting value from you in some way, be happy to hear from you and want to talk to you, then be able to do business with you very easily and pleasantly, and it's easy for them to give you their money. And then once they do, that pivotal moment right after they've paid you is where most people screw it all up. That's the most sensitive part of the deal. I mean, if people have, I mean, there's never a moment of greater buyer's remorse than right after they've pulled the trigger. It's very exciting to want to do something, and you sign the contract or you hit a button and you buy something on the web page, and it's like, yeah. And then right after that, the biggest fight you have is with figure out how to cut that off at the pass, delight them at that point so that they feel like, oh, thank God, this was the best move I ever made. This was a smart investment. Good. This is going to work out great. The message for you and come to your defense when other people knock you in the market. Those customers will come back and say, no. This is great, and here's why. Because at that one little moment, you won them. And you really have to kind of screw it up from there on out to change their overall good impression of you. They might be a little bit irritated with something you do once in a while, but on the whole and balance, they believe that they were smart. They want to defend their decision as being smart for choosing you. So don't f that up and give them reasons to feel bad about it. Let them feel like, yes, I'm smart. I picked the right here. And they'll defend that decision to others, because if someone else says, no, they suck, what they're really saying to your customers, you're an idiot for having chosen them. You screwed up. You want them to say, no, you're the idiot. I'm the smart one. I chose them because this. That all has to do with tagline. In the invention business, ours was we were the launch pad for new ideas. Well, that's a cute saying, right? And it's important because it really is the big value equation for what we are. But more importantly, we, in our mind of our clients, we were the people who were on their side while everybody else in the world was out to get them. So that's what you want to engender, not necessarily that they remember your logo, the little swoosh in Nike,